medicine to the practice. In next 5 minutes, please be seated and get a copy of the book and proceed to the comfortable place to sit down. So the dear friends who are with supplemental mission, kind friends, please help us to read the sutras. Now the sutra is the most powerful wish and aspiration made by medicine Buddha for the healing purposes. There are 12 different vows that Guru Vishnanji made when he was a Bodhisattva. So these are really, really very touching, meaningful, and powerful aspiration. It was a conversation between Manjushri and then the Gautama Buddha. As Gautama Manjushri once requested the Gautama to teach the most comprehensive um, aspiration prayer. And as answer to that, Gautama Buddha said, I don't have to make any extra effort. There was a Buddha called Swahisvati or the Kunze, in the eastern Yolan of Swahisvati. Once when he was a Bodhisattva, he made the most aspiration, made the 12th aspiration. And suddenly, medicine Buddha appeared in space in front of assembly of all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva. And then the Buddha Gautama introduced shape in all the symbols about medicine Buddha. And then we taught the mantra, meditation, and also we taught the 12 powers of the medicine Buddha. And it's currently in Bhutan, in Paro the Jaw, in the Buddha's hand, in the statue, there's a beautiful gold written
text of medicine Buddha's sutra, including his 12 aspirations, as well as the back of the stupa, we have printed and displayed another powerful sutra of meditation by Gautama Buddha, again talking about all the 8 other bodhisattvas and then the medicine Buddhas. So these are all displayed there. If you take an opportunity to read, it's very beneficial for purification, also to dedicate for your loved one, those who are going through unfavorable circumstances. All right, for the evening session now, I want all of you to invite into a comfortable position, sit comfortably, keep healthy distance, so we don't talk to each other, so that you have really a good me time, you know, spending yourself into really a so-called comfortable spiritual zone. Okay, possible try to raise your butt up a bit so that you could have the quality of time sitting down and practicing. Um, it's so important. Psychologically, they call disconnect emotionally. As a lay people, we have a lot of worries, anxiety, stress, sadness, concern, fears. It is so important for us to have the self-love and to be alone sometimes, the me time spiritually. So let's take a spiritual time to be alone. Firstly, disconnect yourself from all the worries, concerns, things that you see on the internet, things that you heard about your friends. Don't worry too much about past because it's gone. It will just make you worry and sad about it, you know. Uh, it's called dysfunctional thought, and psychologically, I would have done this. I should have done it that way, you know. A lot of might have done this. So don't think of too much of might, should, you know. These are gone. Just let it go. Really disconnect yourself from those destructive, unhelpful event that you experienced. Disconnect. And of course, we can't stop thinking about my future. I'm so worried. There are a lot of things to be done, achieved, fulfilled. Always worried what will happen, what happens, you know. I always tell my friends, including myself, it's good to have a plan, but no expectations. Expectations really lets you down. In the Dharma, it says, uh, real Dharma followers are one who has no hope and expectation. You know, in the Dharma, we call redo gipung, re dok, re meaning hopes, hoping that rewa expectation. Sorry, expecting it if it could happen. Lot of rewa and expects and toba hope, hope it happens. You know, so we are the victim of rewa and toba hope and expectations. We're the victim of hope and expectations from the future, which is so uncontrollable, so unpredictable. There are a lot of factors that the future has to be fruitful. Your karma, your support system, and we are always dealing with another human being who is also equipped with very selfish, self-oriented human emotions. In the Dharma, we say Yakampa. We are from the desire world. We have our, if you are not enlightened, we have a lot of desires, be it materials or spirituals or it doesn't matter, whatever. Since we are equipped with that emotions of desire, it is so difficult for us to meet the same emotions. As Gautama Buddha taught, 84 thousands of different destructive, unhelpful mental disorders or emotions we have. Due to those emotions, things will be so difficult to fulfill your hopes and expectations. So what I'm trying to say is don't worry about your future, let it be at the moment, you know. Have a plan. Have a plan to become the king of the world is all right, but not necessarily it has to happen. So disconnect yourself from the future worries, past sadness, just be at the moment, okay? Let's spend a minute alone with long inhale and long exhale. If you know how to invite yourself to a seven posture of meditation, just keep your back straight, open up your chest so you can breathe freely. Open up your chest, keep your back straight, and just relax. And again, disconnect. Do not look at your phone. It's popularly now known the term called FOMO and JOMO. We are the victim of FOMO, the fear of missing out. Every few seconds, you must look at your phone, where people are dining, what they are doing. For switch yourself from FOMO to the JOMO, joy of missing out. I just can't be bothered. I don't care. Just be happy that you didn't know what your friend was doing. It's all right. So put yourself on emotionally silent mode, disconnect, not reachable, put your phone hand upside down, hand phone. Just enjoy, breathe. Gratitude that you are still breathing, that at least you are happy, you are healthier. We all went through a lot of different emotions, but yet I'm here today. I'm happy. At least that you are breathing. So just be happy, be at the moment. Inhale all the blessing, love, joy, and the positive energy that helps to push out all your negative emotions, fears, and anxiety, and give yourself a new birth, new life, new self. In Dharma, everything is impermanent. We are constantly changing, and please suit yourself to a better version of yourself. With you have the power, you have the will, you can do it. There's a self-efficacy that you have to look at and push yourself to this beautiful next second of a wonderful, happy, worryless, a free person, a joyful, happy, free person. Now, slowly contemplate on love, 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 love. Love is a universal language, we all know. Yet, our love is so limited. We love our children, our family, our friends. Things that makes us happy is what we love. But Gautama Buddha taught the universal love, the limitless, boundless love, immeasurable love. I extend my love not only for the beings that I love, but all the beings, including my enemies, the friend that I hate, the colleague that is so nasty and political, and be it your family members, friends, those who are so harmful, try to love those beings. This is what Dharma is. It's not about having holding a mala, circumambulating, offerings, prostrations. It's just an act of the body. But the software is so important. You have to scan your thinking. You have to question your motivation. So you have to set the right motivation. The motivation is firstly the love always. For the purpose of love, I practice. Of course, all the loved one, but also the beings that who makes me feel so miserable. I include all of you here. I invite you here as a recipient of my love. Especially think of the person that you hate the most. Seriously, this is a spiritual practice. It's not a puja. We are here for mind training. You know, it's a mind training practice. So now please invite a person, be it her or him. Could be your enemy, could be your ex-husband, ex-wife, could be someone that who really made you a miserable person, who embarrassed you so much. Just, just try to love that person. This is what the spiritual strength is. Also, this is the freedom you have to gain. You have been carrying that person on your mind, made your life so miserable. Today is the day that you gain your freedom with your love. You need to let it go. You need to forgive. And you love all these beings. And the Dharma, we say, Semjen, Tamje, Dewa, Tan, Devi, Judan, Demba, Juruchi. May all the sentient beings be happy and grow the causes of happiness, including my enemies. I forgive you. I generate my love for you. You may have done this due to your unenlightened ignorance, could be your own desire, unenlightened mind. As a Dharma follower, as a Dharma practitioner, I forgive and I generate my love for all of them. Today, I'm here in the presence of Medicine Buddha during Sagadawa. taking the strength and the power to forgive you and love you. So always, if you are practicing first intention, always exercise your love. Always. Doesn't matter you are going to Tichifu, Changanka, or Chorten, making offerings, feeding dogs, helping old people. Check your intention. Don't do it with your ego and the pride, feeling they are less privileged than you know, feeling that people may praise about that, or feeling this will bring you some good luck. These are very, very religious, very mundane, ordinary human activity. Of course, it's okay to do, but that is not very proper according to Buddha Dharma and as a Dharma follower. So we have to generate this love all the time. Secondly, now invite yourself to develop great compassion. We call Ningje, heart pain, heart feeling. We call heartfelt emotions. So think of all the beings who are going through sufferings at this moment, you know, how people are being attacked in the war. We see a lot of news in those Middle East and then those countries where the child's been amputated, destroyed, murdered, raping, emotionally abusing. There are constantly a lot of fears and sufferings are everywhere. And not too far, just a couple of 100 meters away in Jimmy Hospital, there are many patients lying. You know, all these are someone's mother, father, brother, sister. All the man and woman have their loved one with them. They are going through tremendous pain, fears, and sadness, and really feeling that sadness and helplessness, generating your compassion for them, sincere care for all the beings, and the intention of removing that through mentally, physically, by all the means to help and to support them. Uh, so, um, so just now focus on the compassion, or think of someone that you know who is going through suffering. Of course, your loved one is easy, but there are people who are similar to that. You are not related to them, but you have heard of that, you have seen that, you didn't feel much about it. Now you think of it. Yeah. As I was sharing yesterday I went to visit hospital, and then in the uh, you know the maternity ward, I saw a tiny little kid, very tiny, where it stuck was hugging the parents. Hopes the I see that sadness in the parents' eyes, where they have so much hope that they want their children to survive. It's a premature, I think, delivery. That's that fear, that sadness was unbearable, for example, you know. So, but we are not experiencing it, but there's someone is experiencing in this world. Similarly, there are many beings who are going through different kinds of sufferings. And in the Dharma, Dajin Jiva, we call it, you know, you have to exchange, you have to believe in oneness. As you don't want sufferings, nobody wants to suffer. As you want happiness, everyone wants happiness, but we are searching the right thing in the wrong place, right? Don't know how to get the right thing. For example, one relationship is not working out. We try to look for another friend, thinking that that person will be a better options, a solution, which is not, right? Sometimes they don't have enough. They try to cheat people. They try to steal, but that's not the solution, for example. So this is what I'm saying. Finding the right thing in the wrong place could complicate us so much, and feeling tremendous care and love for all those beings. And today I'm here to dedicate my love for all those people, hope that they will be free from those sufferings. Semje tamje dungel tang dungel gi judang dewa jurur ji genuinely develop great concern and care for those beings who are going through sufferings right now. May you all be free from sufferings. May you have the means to fight this and exhaust your karma. May you have the strength and the will to overcome this sadness. Psychologically, emotion is temporary, yet compared to the happiness, sadness lasts longer, even though it's a temporary, and the emotions are very contagious. So if someone is sad, it could really relate to someone else and be also make the entire things can be very sad. So you just really, really feel this and hope that they find the ways to overcome this sadness and the sufferings. Now learn to rejoice. You know, we have trouble rejoicing others' qualities. We don't want to talk about good things about people. If someone does well, we are very critical about that. You know, she must have done this. You know, he should have done this, right? Would have done this. I mean, so always very critical. We don't know how to rejoice. We are always jealous. We are always uncomfortable about someone else success and the prosperity. Sometimes people are not very nice. Of course, then you feel angry that they're doing well because the means of their life is very unethical. Yet, it's their own karma. Rejoice, be it temporary or long term. They are having good health. They are having means to celebrate their life. I rejoice. You know, it's just good to rejoice than feeling angry and jealous. So now you just have this great freedom of rejoicing and also wishing those beings will never, never encounter unfavorable, difficult situations. So for that purpose, especially if you have right now sudden sadness, could be sometimes due to some jealousy. So just think of that issue, subject, he, she, whatever, you are really hurt, you are not happy. But firstly, there's nothing much you can do about it if they are better than you. Secondly, it's not helpful for you to be unhappy. So what you do is just rejoice and gain your freedom back. Let it go, right? Rejoice. So semje thamje dewa dan dewi ju semje thamje dungyel mepi dewa dan metewa jururu chi. They are happy without Dunyal. I wish you continue with that without any difficulties. So these are your intention. These are your reasons why you are practicing, why you are meditating today. And finally, the equanimities or the enlightening mind. We are so tired. There are so many things happening in this world, especially mentally. There are 320 over mental disorder according to psychology DSM-5. All these beings are going through tremendous sufferings and pain of mental anxiety is all due to worries and concern of my, yours, love, hate, positive, negative. In the Dharma, we say the dual mind. We have this duality, the dual mind of two different minds, love, hate, my family, my enemies. So this duality is really taking everything from us and really, really kind of being destructive. So I wanted to be just actualize this into a non-duality of love and compassion. I'm exhausted, I'm tired. Now I motivate this meditation for the evenness, equanimity, to treat everyone as one. the oneness, the sameness. I'm tired of preference and choices. The preference is making us so complicated. So I want to gain the freedom from those choices and preference and have this very relaxed, free, liberated self-actualizations. So for this purpose, today I practice and meditate on medicine Buddha. Semchen tamche didu gi ju chadan yerin da tewe tanyom semben pala neba juro richi. This prayers will be everywhere in every sadhana, be it Kaju, Nyingma, Gilu, Sachab, as long as you are Mahayana and Vajrayana follower. The practice always begin with mind training of Semje, Damje, Dewa, Dan, Devi, Jodan, Demba, and Juro, Rechi. Love. Semje, Damje, Dungel, Dan, Dungel, Jodan, Dewa, Juro, Rechi. Compassion. Semje, Tamje, Dungel, maybe Dewa, Dan, Metewa, Juruchi. Joy. Semjen tamje dedu ki ju chadan nyerin dan tewe tanyum seme bala ne bara ji non-preference, non-duality of sameness and the love of oneness treatment towards the entire world. Always, that's how we train our mind as a Dharma practitioner. You know, as I always remind, there is no puja in the in the Buddha Dharma. It's always a practice. So today we are here to practice medicine Buddha sadhana, you know, and in the Dharma we call it kirim. So it's a practice of developing your mind, to train your mind, to develop your mind, you know, um, from the very ordinary self to our enlightened beings. So that's how you train your mind. That's how you develop your mind through love, compassion, joy, equanimity. And eventually this mind will become so happy, relaxed. Your thought is full of love and compassion, always worried, concerned about others' well-being. Eventually then that's how you gain the strength of bodhicitta, the loving of the enlightened being's mind. Okay. So with this, we begin our practice in the main sadhana book. Uh, First thing is we pay homage to Guru Rinpoche, as Guru Rinpoche was the only one who civilized entire Himalaya and introduced, able to so-called flourish and establish the proper Buddha Dharma and turn all these harmful spirits into Dharma protector as a Chusung, local deity, you know, including our dear Aptomsap at Janganka, was tamed by Guru Rinpoche. So today we have the big city, you know, it's a very busy as a source of all the goodness in Bhutan, for example. So it's all due to Guru Rinpoche's blessing. So as a gratitude to Guru Rinpoche, we pay homage and our appreciation to our second Buddha, Pamasambhava. All right. So now the second part of the practice is uh, paying homage to the lineage master from the beginning, Samantha all the way to our own teacher, who kindly continued the Buddha Dharma and safeguard for us, and where still in this 21st degenerated time, we have the perfect Dharma to practice. So it's a laminature as well as paying homage to all the kind teachers.
So so ano ya ende de jan zo so kan de lam nam la so wan de to je kon la nyom be chum de ze zo de be ngo do 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 so de ze Sangye namenge namendo raye yabda Ade Azawi Andam Mejo Doje Andan Doje Chimbo Karma Chabe Jade Pe Golo Gonzan Shiro Deje Yamse Sumda Shawang De be Jige Yege Boda Don De Song Sanje Goye Ayen Sing Jego Mozo De Ze Amen. Shabda Gazawa. Mani Atoye Mayame Deba Jinege Yado Negewa Gondo Ayanda Lama Dandeme Cheje Bela Doji Jasa Namge Yende Ramzo Yende Doji Changi Gomba Nyurumado.
Right. So these are the paying homage to Pemasambhava, Dinesh Master, as well as the particularly of the Medicine Buddha's treasure revealer, Tete Menjur Doji and their lineage, and to our dear teacher who kindly bestowed this teaching on us. And with this now is the instrument of salutation, alarming and offering of the sound to all the enlightened beings as well as all the sentient beings for our practice. So in the main practice, every practice in Vajrayana of sadhana of stage of development, to remind you, there is no puja in Vajrayana, it's always a practice. We call kerim. In this, in the every kerim, every practice, the first always in the main practice, it will begin with renewing your refuge or taking refuge. You know, as we are refugeless beings, not knowing what will happen to us as unenlightened beings, so we seek refuge with enlightened beings under their so-called wisdom, and begin with the refuge, and then they secondly the intention of taking refuge and being part of the practice. So as Patu Rinpoche mentioned, in the beginning, your intention is so important. Always self-scanning of your thought. You know, whatever we do, you question yourself, why am I doing this? For who? Why? You question yourself. If you are a Dharma follower, always always make sure that there's a bit of loving kindness involved into your every action, every practice you do. A bit of bodhicitta, loving kindness. So in the practice, there will be also generating bodhicitta. If you look at the textbook, I generated this practice for all the beings to be enlightened and to be free from this samsara. And then the second, third part is consecrating the entire place in transforming, visualizing this into a Buddha's pure land, of lapis lazuli pure land. Uh, yeah, so let's go stage by stage since it's a guided practice. Now we visualize Guru Bekhanze or Medicine Buddha, popularly known as, in the space in front of us, surrounded by all the enlightened beings and the teaching of Medicine Buddha, all the Buddha sutras and the teachings. In front, doesn't matter either they are alive or deceased, including your dear mother, father, and all your friends, enemies, all the beings on this earth, especially beings that we have harmed, all the meat that we have eaten, be it chicken, beef, fish, prawns, all the life that we have consumed. I invite all their souls here to take refuge. Now I realize it was a very unkind of me to be merciless towards those beings. That mercilessly I have killed a lot of insects, flies, mosquitoes, cockroaches, rats, whatever. All those innocently, I have harmed all those life. I'm so ashamed of that. Today, I invite you here. Take refuge with me. For behalf of all of you, I'm here to take refuge. And I share this for all of you. I send my love and prayers for all of you.
Nam Mai Gen Joy Som Da Tsa Wa So Cham Ning Nam La Cham So Jing Đôi Jing Sa Jing Na Jing Jing Cha Jo Cho Do Sem Je Do Gen Jo Som Da Tsa Wa So Cham Ning Nam La Cham So Jing Đôi Jing Sa Jing Na Jing Jing Cha cho cho do xem che do kiến cho som da cho wa so cham ne dom la cham so jing do ki sa jing nói jing jing cha cho cho do xem che do con đo lo ni trung ba yi nam sa ga vi je be men de ge sin la bo je se me jo je bo za yo do je de de dong a je de le ma nya me da yo
So the next session is called visualization. So mainly, really engaging ourselves into visualizing the entire mandala of Medicine Buddha. Uh, in the Vajrayana, there's no practice without visualization, you know, especially the image visualization is so powerful. We call it Kerim of the main practice. And amazingly, also recently, scientifically, it's proven in a positive psychology that image visualization is one of the best method to uh, help people from anxiety and mental distress. So here in this image visualization, we will be visualizing the entire Medicine Buddha's Pure Land. First question, who is Medicine Buddha? Where is he? Right? How does he look? So let's start with these three questions. So it was a conversation between Manjushri, Jambiyan, and Sakyamuni Buddha in India. One day, as I told you earlier, Manjushri requested Buddha to compose, write, teach one of the most powerful way of making wishes, aspirations. So at that time, Gautama Buddha answered that I don't have to make any new aspirations. So then he said, there was another Buddha before me called Guru Bishanze or uh, the King Lapis Lazuli. Uh, and he's still alive in the eastern world of Lapis Lazuli, Pure Land of Shashwat Bindu Ray Shinkam. And his complexion is blue in lapis lazuli color. Not only him, he's surrounded by other 6 Buddhas, including myself, 8 of us. We all actually, Guru, Bekhaze, we are all healer. Our strength is healing energy, be it spiritually, emotionally, to awaken us. And all the protectors in the lapis lazuli is all the god of wealth, including mainly the Zambalha. The reason is because it's a spontaneously precious Norbu pure land. So by nature, those protectors love those beautiful, precious pure land. So including in the text, it mentioned including Kubera, the Namtise, and all the god of wealth also are there, surrounded by 8 bodhisattvas and 16 bodhisattvas. If you read the text, it's all mentioned there as well. So now we are visualizing as a human being, we can only visualize
because we are not enlightened. With our biological eyesight, there is possibly no way that we could see them. It's just that as long as our mind is stuck in our body, we have only limited couple of 100 meters to see. So with our eyes we can't see, but we just want to mentally visualize them there. And at the same time, we have the relative mandala is created for Chikam, with the Torma offerings, all the source of energy is displayed, is a relative mandala. In the relative mandala, we invite the imaginary wisdom mandala of Guru Dekhanze from eastern pure land of Lapis Lazuli to the southern Zambudeva of human world as our support, as our guide, as our refuge. So this is the visualization, and if you are into more practice, then visualize in your center chakra, you visualize the cerebral home as well as the gas mandala of Guru Dekhanze is also having the cerebral home. Otherwise, just visualize Guru Dekhanze and all the entourage here, and being our support, descending it from the enlightened beings pure land as our support here. And let's visualize it together. Now we are coming and sending the welcoming and imagining sending into our world as our support. Let's go for the Sankshipas.
Shido Chekabe, Ome Chiki, Ike Poshado, Izum Sangye Kunje Wo, Rasim Chiko Musum Tezebe, Zaye Lame Shedo Chekabe.
Please enjoy the milk. It's from the offering. So now the second part is making offerings. Few of you maybe have seen this in every ritual you do at home. There's always certain cups filled with flour, incense, lamb, and so on. These are the offering of five sensory. So since we have invited Guru Bekanze in the entourage as our support here, now we make offerings to them, starting with first the two water. The first water is to wash the feet of Buddha, refreshment, and the second one is the drinking water. And third one is offering the flower garland to his crown, welcoming, and then the incense to the smell, then light lamp to the seeing for the eyes, then essential oil or the massage for the feelings of the touch of the body. Then there is a food offering of Sheze Torma, then the instrument of drums and the horns and the cymbals. These are the very powerful instruments that can actually help to ease the anxiety of all the spirits around. So it's a very so-called neutralizing instrument for all this, to pacify those so-called spirits, and also offering music to the enlightened beings. At the same time, it's important for us to know that they don't have any desire, yet we are stuck with those senses. We want to hear good things, we want to taste good food, we want to wear good clothes, we want to have good smells. So all the five sensories are always pampered, always searching for to fulfill our sensories. So since this becomes the source of my worries and sufferings, I make offerings to the Buddhas for me to overcome those fears and my desire. So we make offerings to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Not only that, including all the auspicious things on the earth. Tashita gave it auspicious signs, Gesenatun, precious gems, then the mandala. All the desire human world, whatever we have, that kind of make us exciting. All the beauties on the earth, we make offerings to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So we overcome those desires and also accumulate a perfect accumulation of good karma, including bathing of the Buddha as a sign of cleansing our own karma, and also offering robes to the Buddha. So these are all exercise of generosity as well as expressing our struggle and the so-called weaknesses, so that we can, and also all the karma that we have accumulated due to those material things in our life to be purified. So all these are translated in English. You can contemplate. If you want to know more details about this, let's begin with 8 offerings of 6 sensories and then the refreshment. Offering the whole universe to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. So our imagination is the mother of you. Ceremonial baking of the Buddha to purify our negative karma as a symbol of showering the Buddha. Sangye or the medicine Buddha being enlightening for us, being the very powerful and compassionate, caring Buddha. So, gratitude towards him, and also uh, paying respect and praising and seeking his guidance, and then bestowing his siddhi or the attainment towards our spiritual as well as material well-being. So now the recitations of the main mantra. Mantra recitation is so important for Vajrayana practitioner. It's one of the best methods to train your mind, also to generate positive energy as a practice. So the meaning of the mantra is Tadyatha Om Visharze Visharze Maha Visharze Raja Samangati Soha. So literally meaning one that went beyond and has all the power, the universal power of healing. Tayatha Om. Visharze meaning doctor, a healer. So healer, a great healer, a king of a healer. So meaning, first healer is to heal all our biological diseases. Secondly, to heal all the mental disorder. Secondly, also to clear all the obstacles to separate us and protect us from harm towards the spirits. We call them in Tashi. Lastly, addressing him as the king of healer, because also to purify all our negative karma, if we adopt him in practice as source of our so-called purifications. In the text of compassion is mentioned with the fourth strength. So from the fourth strength, the first strength is the we call it power of support. You know, so we need to have someone enlightened being as our support, and if you adopt him as our spiritual support, and this will be really being a king, the king of healer, so he can purify all our so-called negative karma. Hmm? So samung gate sohas.
but not only to myself or to my loved one, but to the entire world and the entire universe. Samongati, all of us. Swaha means dissolve into us, transform us, recharge us, rejuvenate us with your spiritual and your good merits and your divine energy and the wisdom. Right? So this is the meaning of it. So when you recite, contemplate on the meaning as well as visualize as we have invited and visualize him in the present in the space of us. He is blue in color, his right hand holding arura plant of the healing medicine, his left hand his bowl is filled with all the healing nectars of energy, so-called uh, nectar, and such enlightened and compassionate eyes gazing down to all the sentient beings. And as mentioned in the text, as an enlightened being, he has such an enlightened eyes, enlightened ear hearing, enlightened mind to read us and hear our prayers and requests. Not only that, he also has that such a great compassion that knowing everything, and he also cares for us as enlightened beings. So he has such unconditional care and the compassion for us. Not only care and the compassion and helpless, he also have the spiritual power and the strength to bestow his energy into us. In the Dharma, we call Kemba, Sewa, Nuba, knowledge, love, and the power. As enlightened beings, you have knowledge, love, and the power, and bestow this into us. Hear our prayers, be our support, that and inspire us. Mainly, if you visit, many people ask these questions, especially those who are new to Vajrayana. They find it so weird. We have too many statues. They ask, we have too many gods. What are they? You know, many times I tell them we are not religious, and they go like, "What? You have all this figure there, and you still say that you are not religious?" So I always tell, including my students, these are hope and inspirations. Guru Rinpoche, Shabdu Rinpoche, or these, that, all the lums, they were like us before. And with hardship, with the practice, they are enlightened. So they are the evidence that is like I think young people, the Korean drama, you like to keep your phone screensaver of those star, back of your phone there you have their pictures, and you like to dress like them, the young kids. So similarly, these are our idol. These are our hope. This is what keep us going spiritually. Without those figures, it will be like God, for example, non-existent concept, but it is there, it's source of everything, but you cannot imagine, you cannot see it, you cannot feel it. Maybe you can feel it, that's what they, normally say, but it's non-existence, right? Then it will be a problem. I think we are so lucky. We have solid evidence of all the Kulku, Sung, Tukten, and all the statues are there, and their histories and their works are there. And that means we can definitely work on that path and we can become one of that. And also, Buddha said, we all have the Buddha nature. It's just we are not able to actualize it. If you work hard, if you put into a practice, you can definitely actualize it. That's why one of the main foundation in the value in the Buddha Dharma is the Buddha nature. Meaning we all have this beautiful little Buddha, little sleeping Buddha in all of us. So we have to wake up that sleeping Buddha. Once it's awakened, then it's equals to those all the statue that we worship to, that we look up to. And this is all we all same. Yet it's important for us to not just believe and follow, but important to practice. As Gautama Buddha, we call him Temba, meaning pointer, a teacher, guide. You know, we don't call him God. We call Temba Sangye Chumdinde, meaning a teacher. And there was a person that who questioned Buddha that if Buddha can help him to uh, um, uh, t- uh, uh, transform into a Buddha nature without any practice, just by paying respect to Buddha. So then answer to that, Buddha said, "Tumnam dikpa chuyu mitul jengi dungal chagi message niki toba jana pomen bes." Meaning, Buddha said, all the Buddhas never showered their scene. He said, there's no way we can shower our scene. Tumnam dikpa chuyu mitula jengi dungal chagi messaging se. As an enlightened beings, there's no way we can remove your sufferings, physically, literally by hand, that we remove, like having, when you carry something heavy, we extend our help. Let me help you. Says there's no way we can remove your sufferings. Jengi dunge chagi messaging, niki toba jenla pomimpese. It's also impossible that I can transfer my realization into you because you make good offerings to me. You have made a invest into a gold Buddha statue because you are very devoted. Then let me transfer my realization into you. He says, you can't do that. Then only way of actualizing this is by practicing. You know, Nyeni kela tarbi tabdengi taba ranla ranla shibar chase. I can show you all the method: meditation, offerings, visualizations, practice, and all the sutras and all the tantra teachings. There are 84,000 of subjects. As a book, we have Kanjuru, Tenjuru, and all the teachers, my dharmas are there, my sanghas are there to help you with that. Nyeni, Kyola, Tarbi, Taptengi, I will show you the method. These are the methods and the paths. Tarba, Rala, Rale Shebarjase. Now the freedom is solely in your hand. You have the freedom, you have the choice. Only you can do it. So this is one of the methods, as mentioned also in the Tantra. Tamankawa mebato ombo nebi onjiba ngagi teba kabar pas. So meaning in the Vajrayana, it has many ways of practicing. It's not so difficult. You don't have to become monk or nun. Yet, as a lay people, you are allowed to practice those sadhana, like how you are practicing. If you look at it, these are the monk who is helping you, and you have the freedom to sit down and read the textbook and meditate together. This is the advantage of Vajrayana. Tamang kawa mepatangse, without much of difficulties, if you have the devotion and the abilities. So today we are doing the Vajrayana practice of medicine Buddha retreat. In this, so these are the contain and also the approach and the method. So let's meditate on medicine Buddha. In the Dharma, we call one pointedly, meaning no hesitations, no questioning, with all the trust and so-called spiritually, uh, being at the presence of enlightened beings and visualizing and so-called in the flow of spiritual. So you just bestow and soak yourself into this beautiful emotion and the energy of Guru uh, Bekhanze. And this is also the very important month for a Dharma follower, as it multiplies. And since Buddha made such an aspirations to help us, so let's make this practice more meaningful by visualizing and reciting the mantra.
마가베가지 이가정에서 가디소 대니무당 내가 가지 마가베가지 이가정에서 가디소 대니무당 내가 백가지 마음과 백가지 이가정에서 가디소 대보다 백가지 마음까지 가디소 대보다 백가지 백가지 마마 백가지 이랑아정에서 가디소 대당 백가지 백가지 마마 백가지 이랑아져서 가디소 대당 백가지 백화제 마백화제 라제 상암 가디에서 근데 너 백화제 마백화제 대사면에서
Teodon because of Gaja Mahan,
네너
Teodon because of Gaja, Teodon because of Gaja Mahan, because some of the Teodon because of Gaja Mahan, Teodon because of Gaja Mahan, heal, heal all of us, heal the world, heal the universe, heal the beings who needed this healing energy. We send our merits, prayers, dedication towards all the beings who are going through difficult time right now. We play, appeal to Medicine Buddha, all the other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas who has the healing power to help us, to heal us, and all of other sentient beings, be it mental or physical struggle that they are experiencing right now. May they have the strength, power, and the means to fight that difficult situation that they are experiencing right now. Visualize this beautiful Guru Bekhanze in the space in front of us. In the instructions of visualization, it is so important for us to visualize the image, but yet not to visualize like a statue being uh, uh, built from materials, be it stone, gold. So it's a non-materials image. It's not like a solid statue. It's not painting like Tanka flat, or it's not even like a human being with biological blood and flesh, but beautiful wisdom image of those enlightened beings. For example, Medicine Buddha himself here. Yet it's so vivid and so clear, we could see even his eyes gazing down to us and his beautiful enlightened smile. And now from his crown, the forehead, there's a beautiful white light arises and dissolving into our body, into our forehead, as well as all the beings who need this healing energy. By through this white light, is the channel of receiving the enlightened body of the Guru Bekanze and purifying our ordinary, contaminated, temporary human body from the toe to the hair is just filled with his love and spiritual energy. Now, from the throat of Guru Bishanze, this radiant red light shines and dissolving into our throat. That represents the channel of his Dharma speech transferring into our speech, purifying all our negative karma that we have accumulated through our wrong speech, and bestowing his Dharma into our nature of our speech. If you are having a proper visualization, you could feel sudden warmness and sudden sensations of flowing of your own energy and so-called opening your chakra into it, and just be engaged at that visualization. Now from the central chakra, from the heart, a beautiful blue light shines and dissolves into our heart. That helps to remove all our anger, sadness, pain, anxiety, depressions, fears to be removed and fill our mind with full of love, joy, and compassion, and gaining such freedom of enlightened wisdom of the medicine Buddha. Heal, heal all of us, heal the world, heal the universe. As you enlighten for us, as your dedication is for the benefit of all the sentient beings, today I call on you, I appeal, be our support, be our strength, give us the strength, give us the will to overcome this very ordinary human mind full of selfish anger, jealousy, desire. I have become the victim of my own destructive emotions. I'm tired. I have hurt myself so many times, and I'm doing it to others as well. I do need a bit of light. I do need a bit of wisdom. So please, bestow your merit and your wisdom into us. Wholeheartedly, with one point in mind, engage yourself in the presence of medicine Buddha. Now the same light, white, red, blue light, shines and dissolving into all the beings especially your own parents. In the Buddha Dharma, your parents are very important as they have relatively expressed their unconditional love to us, especially to your mother. Sometimes we could have a complicated mother due to our own karma, yet we can never pay back their gratitude. So remembering dear mother, father, doesn't matter either they are alive or deceased. So you send your spiritual energy to your dear mother and the father, as well as all the beings that you have harmed and helped in this life. Now, all our be it mental or physical discomfort is due to three causes or three sources. First one is always, of course, is a uh, could be a symptomatic disease that we are experiencing. You know, if it's due to normal biological disease, then you just visualize now, meditate. All your disease and sicknesses will come out of from your body, from your nose, ear, mouth, from your genital, from your behind. We call it nine doors: pair of ear, eyes, nose, mouth, back and front. So we have nine opens. From the nine opens, all those diseases comes out in the form of blood and the pus. By reciting the mantra, it fills your entire body and it pushes out all the sicknesses and the disease from the open. And it is dripping down in the underground and giving to the all the spirits, and you become healthy and you are healed and you are freed from your diseases. Imagine like you're being juiced out. Everything is squeezed out, all the disease, and you are filled with nectar of Guru Bekanze, love, compassion, joy to your body, speech, and the mind. Now, sometimes we go see doctor and we are still not able to uh, heal or recover from our sickness, and it could be due to some spirit harm. Since we are just an ordinary human being, those spirits, be it uh, uh, supernatural beings, be it positive or negative, have the superpower to manifest a lot of different diseases in us. There are many incidents. Sometimes when you go see doctor have a bad result for you, after doing some prayers, your result could change. This is because of manifestations of the supernatural beings. So for that, how do you practice and meditate is by reciting the mantra from your nine opens, nine doors. Again, all the harm doers comes out in a form of vicious animals such as tiger, leopard, dog, all the snakes, worms, maggots, thoughts, and all this as we call naga, gab, sen, ko, it doesn't matter. All this lives in the life form of life, those animals, leaving your body and dissolving into the underground, and you become free from all these harm doers and filled with power of medicine Buddha. Tadam beganze beganze ma beganze rata samagade soha. Tadam beganze beganze ma. Tadam beganze beganze ma beganze rata samagade soha. Tadam beganze beganze ma beganze. Tadam beganze beganze ma beganze rata samagade soha. As I explained earlier, there's no way Buddha can remove our pain and sufferings just by sitting quietly. You have to do something. You have to practice. For instance, this practice will last 2 hours. 2 hours sitting down without moving and not looking at your handphone is not funny. It can be very torturing. Yet I see some of you playing with your handphone. So actually, to be really focused, to be really sincere, you just be at the present. As I have requested, disconnect yourself. Is a self-love, is a me time, is being spiritually with yourself and just breathe. Sometimes we even forget to breathe because of the worries and anxiety that we have. Just take a long inhale and exhale. Oh, Buddha is so beautiful that I'm able to breathe. We normally breathe only half due to our restless activities, especially when you have more anxiety, when you're more angry, you even breathe much shorter. That's this is how you make yourself very tired after we're angry. You know, you feel so tired when you're angry. You feel so tired when you're sad because there's no energy flow in your body. Oxygen is not happening, right? You're too sad, you forget to breathe. You're too angry, you forget to breathe, and or you're breathing only half breathing. So so invest bit of energy, bit of hardship, sitting down for a couple of hours, such as taking sojong, disciplining yourself a little bit for the benefit of your own as well as for others. We are so spoiled, we are so contaminated, and it's definitely is doable that we have to have the will and sincerity towards our spiritual development. We don't want to bring changes in our life, yet by nature things are so impermanent. Constantly things are changing, including freckles on our face, our gray hair, our emotions. Everything is constantly changing, and it's okay to change towards something good. Anyway, we can't help not changing. So instead, maybe I develop some good behaviors, uh, some good habits of meditating every day, 5 minutes maybe. So now the third causes is due to our negative karma. There are some people always not feeling well. Psychology is called somatic. You know, you are really going through certain sicknesses, but nobody can find anything wrong with you. Be CT scan, PET scan, CAT scan, do whatever you do. There's nothing wrong with you. Yet you are really going through some kind of physical discomfort, the somatic symptom, right? So this one in the Dharma, it explained, you went to see doctor, it's not helping. You did a lot of prayers, it's not helping. Now, then it's due to residual karma that you have from your past life. So what you do is exhaustions of your negative karma, And the part of that meditation is so these things take a little bit of investment physically, like reciting 1 million of medicine Buddha recitations, doing chabum, and then some kind of hardship to pay back the unknown, the karmic debt to be paid back. So for that purpose, you visualize uh, Guru Beshante through his white blue light energy, that entire negative karma that you have comes out in the form of black smoke and dust and ashes, leaving from again from your 9 doors as well as all the four that opens, comes out like dusting, the foot mat. So all the things comes out. Again, just don't visualize without any recitations, without any support. In the Dharma, we say, Tengi top. You need enlightened beings as your support, be it Guru Rinpoche, Papche Rinzin, Tara, or Medicine Buddha, for instance. You need to have one enlightened being as a means to purify uh, your negative karma or for healing purpose. So similarly, white, red, blue lights, spiritual lights from the Medicine Buddha transfers to all the beings on this earth, including the hell realm of 18 different classes of hells to be purified. At the same time, we send this energy to all the Pritas in hungry ghost realms and free the realms of Pritas. We also send this energy to all the animals, be it sea creatures or wild animals or domestic animals, especially those consumed, you know, all the seafoods, sea creatures. We sent our prayers for your soul to be born as a human being, so you don't have to be, tortured and abused. May you able to find the light and the freedom. And as a Bhutanese, all the nosha that we have consumed, all the yaksha, paksha, nyasha, all the lives that we have consumed to be free and liberated as a human being, rebirth. Tayanda bekanze bekanze maham bekanze raja samogadisu Tayanda bekanze bekanze Mahambekanze Raja Samangadi Isu Tayanda Imbekanze Imbekanze Mahambekanze Raja Samangadi Isu Teranda bekanze bekanze maha bekanze raja sa gadi isu aya da bekanze bekanze maha bekanze raja sa Gadisu Yayanda Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Raja Samoy Gadisu Yayanda Bekanze samogadiso. As an enlightened, omniscient Buddha, fulfill our wishes, be our support. In your presence, we admit all our mistakes and wrongdoings. We seek for forgiveness from all the beings that we have harmed. We are not seeking forgiveness from the Buddha. We are seeking forgiveness from those that we have harmed. At the same time, we forgive you all. We forgive, we seek, we forgive, we share our love, our compassion, we care for you all, we dedicate our merits. As Bhattu Rinpoche mentioned, the beginning, the intention, in the middle, non-conceptual, we don't have this selfish thought, let me healed, or being conditionally stolen by our negative emotions, being angry at someone else, boasting about what we do, or regretting the things we have done. So Bhattu Rinpoche said, do everything non-conceptually, or another simple word, unconditionally. If you're making offerings, just make offerings. Don't ask what's happening. How do you do that? Oh, I regret it so much. The things that you have done, as I told you in the beginning, is past. Don't feel sad about it. Don't regret. Buddha said there's no merits if you regret about your things you have done. I mean, I'm talking about good virtues. In the end, always share your merits. In the end, so now in the beginning, our intention was to love all the sentient beings, wishing happiness for all the parent sentient beings on this earth. Secondly, we sent our love and we are worried and we felt the sadness, the sufferings of all the beings on the earth. That was the reason that we actually got ourselves into practice. So now I dedicate for those purposes, for love, for compassion, for joy, for freedom, for spiritual freedom, for mental freedom. And I mentioned this, when you say freedom doesn't mean you can wear whatever you want, eat whatever you want, sleep wherever you want. We are not talking about physical freedom, but we are talking about mental freedom here. The mental freedom is we have so much of struggle, fear, anxiety, the discomfort, being angry at someone, being hurt by someone, you are jealous of somebody, all the difficult, destructive emotions, and we need to overcome that as a spiritual freedom, a sense of spiritual freedom. It's called self-actualization, or it's called self-love psychologically. In the Dharma, self-love is not about going to spa, having glasses of good wine, watching Netflix, having good meals. These are mundane me time. Spiritual me time is free yourself from the emotional struggle. Don't be a jailbird. So, for the purpose that we dedicate our practice, put your hands together, make your aspiration, and please try to forgive and also seek for forgiveness. We all have our darkness somewhere, the little dark side. We don't need anybody to tell us. We know our dark side. The guilt that we have is so, so awful. To be honest, and you don't want to live with this guilt. Just confess today to the Buddha. You seek for forgiveness, and made a vow that you will never do that again because it's so uncomfortable. You are not proud of what you have done. Spiritually, mentally is so uncomfortable, you know. So we just dedicate, we seek for forgiveness, we purify our negative things, we have gained spiritual freedom. Raja Samagadisu Mahabeganza Raja Samangadisu Dayanta Beganze Beganze Mahabeganze Raja Samangadisu. Heal, heal, heal all of us. Heal the universe. Heal the world. Heal me, heal others. I want you to overcome this struggle. I want you to overcome this destructive self of depression, sadness, and mental dysfunctional that I'm experiencing right now. Best shower me with your love, spiritual strength, and the will for me to overcome this. Guru Bekhanze, since you are the king of healer, I surrender myself to you. I will recite, I'll practice, and please be my support and be my refuge. A e e o re re le le e o ang a ka ka ga ga ha nga ja 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 ha nya da 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 ha na da 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 ha na ba 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 ha ma era la wa ja cha hum ba za sa to sa manum ba la yam ba za za to te na ba te ra te do me ba wa so do ko yo me ba wa so ko yo ya me ba wa na ga to me ba wa so ro te te le me ja sa ro ta ba to za me za da ja ra yam ko ro ha ha hum ba ga ba sa sa wa ta ta ba ta ba sa me 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 se ba te ba ba samaya santo ye dharma hedu prabhava hedu desh tata gata ye pate ninja ma shamana so now making another round of offerings as a gratitude to Medicine Buddha and the entourage, phrasing, and then dissolutions, sending Medicine Buddha to the Pure Land, returning to the Pure Land. Let's make offerings. So, phrasing. Now dissolutions. of the and the dedications of our merit. As I told you, same as the intention that we had, dedication for the same purpose.
ma ne yo zo ma za da zo wa ne ba ma je ba de ne ga wa ba lo de ge ze ba ni yo za za do sa ma ma no ba ne ba de 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 ba de 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 so wa ga me ba wa da da do me ba wa sa wa ji me ba ya za wa ba ma za da me de de je ne ya ba ro a ha ki ba ba ma sa wa da ba za me za ba ji ba ma za ma ya sa do and then the legend of Kua Sido Juneja Neme said the watcher the Chunam said those Omsuda Tijamba de so de the boy Shage I want you Long, singing dong, 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 ding, dong, 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 夜我的给我解释了密接做做解释了密接那种，当我过年都不就就没，就你个把那也得我接多那点点吧，让我姐姐的着长大了，给家长我的就是。Jitwa Jamba Kendo Sambo Tea Teji Tete Da Kiki Teso Tako Yawa Tendo Tam Shara Shemi Yawa Tam Shige Kwa Chodo Mamba Tenda Kiki Tawa Teke Cha Sambo Chechi Rapto Mawari Kebi Yawa Tam Che Tum Tori Yendi Yendi Dando e Jeta Jura Sigi Jogi Lo Teo Namo e Dam Yindo e Sido Juno Ju Chedo Leni e Yimbo e Do Sindu e Simbi e Jomzo e Jawa Ayo Seba Dami Charati Sichin Simbi e Do Julia Bina Ayo Nandi Jende e Jori Biba Tamji Jamje Sanji Dedong e Chogi Zodai Ikala Renje Zambo Yemi Shrido Dinga Zodi Mongoro Juje de Shingawa Sada Lama Yitama Do Chijo Bali Chinge de Ye Sunze de Ye Nampa Bena de Yuma Yizum Jebe Jose Lo China Songwa Bishin Yiki Jo de Jo de Je Tapke Jama Rumo Ye de Be Zola Dan Data Mige Jeba Rabdo Ja Chinje de Le Dom Je La Ye Na Senam Jaso Ye La Ye Ram Mo Ye Ye Senam Ya Ye Meta Tene sumda lamme je borgo je somba de doye je la wo do na lamme tarbe sa je jo sangye se je da la go da ye zambe belam rab san de gya wa gon do san da de se da pa pa jam be yang je je pa da de da je zo da tembe be jo la ma re je na da pa je do gon na je pa jo ye da je do gon na se wa jo re wa je do da do tem pra jo su do Tukchen Jimsa Lusum Gejo Jo Tenpe Nyebo Sangha Drobe De Tamse Teje Gezo Tatje Jo Tenpe Jinda Chejo Nyebo Chapse Geje De La Meba Jo Tenpe Chapte Gere Lembo Ya Loje Rabe Zeta Tempa Tenpe Soje Chimda Jo De La Loje Teje Nyeze Meba Jo Ten La Tepe Yambe Gekang Dege Teje Baje Jo A Jo Lamda Tepe Tejo Tanye Ja Tamse Binyang Samba Jo Tala sanye de je je jo ga ne ga ta do je ye je so jo do na ta me te be go. Kun san je 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 mo do pa ra. Danje Deje Shaba Dajomba Yadaba Zobe Kumbo Yamba Dome Bala Jai Zero Chido Jamso Jinje Lamba Zedo Zing Masa Sanje Tawa Daye Tawa Yezo Jimbo Eto Jen Jembo Ada Yedos Baba Toje Tona Sangye Jase Bambi Denge Mansarai Bato Ba Ewaji Shingame Shimba Ojia Simin the Yoma Jewa Simi Shimba Jewa Sangye Lobo yedro sumja jojo da shishata shinela sobai. Leje kola sewa ma joje ne semte wa pale joje be joje dobe duwa jeje ma pale jeje tauto de jo de tere ne be de ge de marajo. Kanjo jojo sumbe do do da le je lo wa me be de. Da lam je da da ba jo jo je da ba lam me do je da je se da je da jum de me je. Da lam nam da do ba jo sa je bo so je be je nam da je me jo de be je nam da je de me jo de me je. Je da ra mo e be la nam da do ba ra jo o mi e dar ma je do cha bo je do de na ga da ye wa de ge zo ye do. Ye wa ba de ma ja ma da ye zo. Go so na ma na ya je da ke je jo. Ye da da so da ke da jo. Ai do je jo do ro ya thai da te so da je ya ze da. ye bra jo ye la de jing se wa da bi me de da so ga do de bin sa jo de de ye bo da je je wa da che da da ma ze do se se nam de ye tang je je ba tong ye ye be da da ba je je ye ba da che ba lo jo ba si be so le do nam de wa so wa do ye je za je ye ye ba da je da je jo de je je ba sampo je je de de sa da je ne je jo sampo de ju je me jo de bo ko ye ja chi so ya da do jo sam je da ta de je de to je ja chi ju ye ye ko so 说也得也么得嘞，现在到多得嘞，把工作从接着接受，也得把就得空手就把的点把也得把，点把也得将就，也不，把也得看到。姐姐嘛，呀嘛呀咩嘛，呀个呢都没我嘛，你说对，当然我这么讲嘛。我要跟着书记把上给大家就是把他们姐姐心里那个说你要做，把他们全部的姐姐也能不让大家什么没讲，都姐姐的了，没把弟弟进都把就一起。
Oh, rejoice, everyone, for having successful 2 hours of medicine with the practice in the English program. Um, I'll appreciate if you grab a copy of the book, then just to be part of this, because this will give you more meanings of the practice. And also is a terma, treasure from Tete Minjur Doji. Even reading once it will help. So this is purely dedicated for office goer and not so comfortable reciting in the Chuki or Zongha. So evening 2 hours till the 6th, we will have every night just dedicated for the office goers and the comfortable reading in English. So rejoice and do not forget to dedicate. Thank you all very much.